Please, everybody, keep in your prayers Ashton. Uh, Growing up, my dad always told me that dying is easy and living is hard. And that really resonates with me. I've seen death and how easy it was to steal my sister. The days and years to follow have been the hardest. Ones I wish not upon my worst enemy. My tears have built many stairways, but I still can't reach. But days like today make living easy. To see all your smiling faces and hear the stories being shared, and laughter and tears will coincide today. Friends and family uniting and walking to raise our flags, release our balloons, and shout in remembrance, and prove living works. I wrote this a while back, but today seems appropriate. On the outside, beautiful. Inside, gorgeous. Personality like no other. Heart. When the saying heart of gold was coined, it was meant for her. These qualities, they sound flawless, which they are, but to who? People these days are quicker to judge than they are to smile to one another. Caught up in their own lives, unwilling to simply say hello, too afraid to let go of their invisible gavel. There was a girl who broke this look at me cliche. How can I help? Where do you need me? Of course I'll be there. It's chill, dude. She put others first, a rarity today. She cared too much for others and neglected her own self-worth. She was blinded by depression, a hidden depression. Too afraid to share, embarrassed, and lonely, thinking she's the only one with these thoughts. As human beings, our hearts are closed off. Why? Our minds in set motion, opposed to helping others with the mentality of only the strong survive. Well, the strongest woman I know, all 113 pounds of her couldn't. Kindness taken advantage of, and laughter taken for granted. And the love, which was always there, was unseen. But she was soaring above to witness the outpouring of love and support. Such compassion and love should be shown daily. Smile, please. What do you have to lose? You never know when it will be their last. In the last few years, my family has gone through an eternity of sadness. We've had every opportunity to feel sorry for ourselves, to set up permanent camp in the dumps. But together, as a family, we decided to live. Courtney walks with us. I'm sorry. I'm almost done, I promise. Courtney walks with us every day, and she stretches our cheeks out with a welcoming smile. Through tragedy, lessons are everywhere, and teachings that are acquired months and years down the road. So be open. Never will we forget our angelic sister, her gracious ways, and the priceless golden heart of hers. For still to this day, she's living for others. She did, however, leave us here with a message. Look at me. This is what happens when you decide to belittle, fight, tease, haze, maliciously attack others. Beautiful souls decide they need to check out. Well, a guilty conscience will never go away, so think about that. Take a minute, walk up to a complete stranger, put out your hand, an inviting smile, and say hello. How are you? See what happens. You never know when you can save a life. We live in her honor. How else would we? Survivors we are.
My words aren't really that well. First, I want to apologize for reading off a piece of paper. If I just winged this, I don't know how long we'd be here or what I would even begin to talk about. So our story is a very typical suicide story, as hard and wrong as it is to say. Our sister, his daughter, got lost in a moment of weakness and decided to leave us all a little early. She heard it all. Every nasty word that you could call someone, every typical high school rumor that was spread about her. She didn't fit in, and she wasn't quite like everyone else. She pushed through those tough times and those difficult days of school and simply smiled and hoped for a better day tomorrow. That's what the public saw. You all saw a smiling, happy, strong girl, which is why it was such a shock for this small town when she left. What you all didn't get to see was the sleepless nights that involved both of us crying all of our secrets out. I was able to witness firsthand all of the hurt and heavy burdens that this girl was carrying. Being a little sister is one role, but being a best friend is another. Of course, they coincide frequently, but there comes a time when you realize that you stick around, not because you live together and are forced to see each other, but because you want to. So you try and take a little bit of her load off and onto yourself. So you stay up on school nights. You listen to the same sad story month after month. You dry her tears and make her laugh. You invite yourself along with her and her boyfriend, even if they'd rather just go on a date by themselves. You do everything you can to be a part of her life and try and remind her that she has at least one person who loves her. You want to make things easier for her, but what do you do when she has stopped letting you? It has been extremely difficult to recover from her leaving, but something that I've learned, and I'm still learning, is that there's no way to overcome a battle if you don't let yourself. You're in control of how you react and how you feel. If you want to be sad about something, you're going to let yourself. But what people struggle with the most is realizing that that control works the same for happiness. If you want to be happy, then be happy. It really is that simple. My brother and my dad both taught me that. If I didn't have the constant push to focus my attention on what was happening right now, there would be absolutely no way that I would be standing in front of all of you today. Life is simple, decisions are simple, feelings are simple. The problem is that we try to complicate them, and that's when we forget how easy it is to see the good things in this world. Yes, Courtney left me with an empty feeling and a broken heart, and sometimes a lot of anger, but she also left me with a lot of knowledge that helped me find the strength and the ability to love the little things in life. So take a lot of pictures, make selfish decisions, tell your family you love them, but importantly, love yourself.